So this is a very debatable thing. The Nintendo really peak of the GameCube. Obviously, besides Mario and Zelda, I think they're leaving out Mario and Zelda because, of course, some people will, of course, debate against that and say Breath of the Wild or Mario Odyssey is better than the GameCube Zelda and Mario, obviously, or Mario Galaxy, of course, released as well. But though people will debate over that, but a lot of Nintendo's franchises like Luigi's Mansion, okay, I get they want to make Luigi's Mansion more goofy, but they got rid of a lot of the atmosphere from the original. Pikmin 2, 1 and 2, I think, in my opinion, is still the best Pikmin games. So, I know people will say Pikmin 4 will. I think the only reason why people voted for Pikmin 4 is because of recency bias, which is a thing that even affects video games. People are like, oh my god, Pikmin 4 is so great. And of course, they're going to vote, oh yeah, Pikmin 4 is the best Pikmin game. I think people started to realize there's a lot of flaws with Pikmin 4, a lot of problems with Pikmin 4. For example, enemies not respond in the overworld for some strange reason. Like, enemies, only spawn, respawn in cave after you beat the cave. So basically, if you leave the cave halfway through, you don't have to fight any enemies. Not really many side modes, which again is usually in every Pikmin game. Every Pikmin game usually has like a challenge mode, which is non-existent in Pikmin 4. There's a lot. It's just I get they had to add it. They added a lot of content to the story mode, but Pikmin 3 obviously is too easy. Same thing with Pikmin 4. I think with Pikmin they should really bring back some of the difficulty in Pikmin 2, which means if you make mistakes in Pikmin 2, you will be punished. You will be punished severely. Of course, you get this reset, but you'll be punished severely if you make mistakes in Pikmin 2. You lose your Pikmin, okay, and have to get more, okay. If of course you don't reset the current game over and over and over again, okay, without resetting the game, you could lose your entire Pikmin squad, and you might have to restart over and regroup and get more Pikmin. If you don't, let's reset, obviously. Say Pikmin 1, mistakes. If you play Pikmin 1, obviously you can't really if you make mistakes, you'll lose your Pikmin. And you could just restart the day over, but then you'll lose your progress if you have made great progress that day. Okay. That is the, genius of the first two games. If you make mistakes, you may lose your progress. If you made good progress in the cave, you might have to just leave the cave, which also you might lose progress in the cave. So with Pikmin is a very, very, but in Pikmin 4, they made it very easy. Mistakes, they made the game way easier. And Pokemon, saying Pokemon peaked on the GameCube is a very controversial thing, okay? Not everybody played Pokemon Coliseum, but it was a pretty fun game. Pokemon XD was pretty fun too. Okay. Yeah. But this is a very controversial opinion because some people, of course, a lot of people say Pokemon Platinum is the best. Black and White 2. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explores the Sky. You have Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Obviously, people will say those games are the peak of Pokemon, which I think I kind of agree with that, And some people even say that Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and Sun and Moon are the peak of Pokemon, okay? But I think with X and Y, Pokemon really started to decline in quality. Like, X and Y were kind of the most underwhelming Pokemon games. Yes, they did bring back Mega Evolutions, but, the Switch era Pokemon games are definitely the most underwhelming Pokemon games. It looks like there wasn't a lot of effort put into those games. They just rushed them out to say, hey, there's new Pokemon games. Play them. Okay. And yeah. And what about other friends? Like, I mentioned Luigi's Mansion, I mentioned Pokemon, which was the topic of this whole thread. What were other game franchises? Mario and Zelda, obviously, If we're talking about Paper Mario, of course, almost everyone will agree Paper Mario peaked of the Thousand Door. Okay. Some people say Super Paper Mario. Smash Bros. That's a very debatable one for the so-called hardcore Smash players. Of course, they say, "Oh, Melee is the best. Melee is technically the best game." Blah 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 blah. But for everybody else, for us, quote unquote, filthy casuals, well, we'll all still say Ultimate because Ultimate just has so many characters, so many stages. It has a stage builder. You can, there's a lot of items and goofy stage you can play on. Okay, it has a better event. Okay, I think how I wouldn't say Smash Ultimate's adventure mode was better. Smash Melee's adventure mode was better. I think it had more soul put into it. It was much better. Okay, and of course, Brawl Story mode. I think out of all the adventure modes in Smash Bros, I think Smash Ultimate's probably the weakest because you just go to the stage and fight this random players and random buffs. Like, it isn't that interesting. It's just basically, you fight a bunch of Smash Bros characters and you beat bosses sometimes as well. Melee just had some charm and soul put into it. You fought Goombas and stuff. You fought enemies as well. As well. And of course, he fought, through all the universes as well that they unlocked so far. But yeah. And what other franchises would I count? I don't really say many peaked on the GameCube. GameCube, of course, has a lot of nostalgia put into it. But nostalgia is not the only, so that be the decided factor. Like, Kirby doesn't have a single game on the GameCube. Okay? Besides Kirby Air Ride, but that's it about this video here. Goodbye.